Have you ever noticed that the more that you want something, the more thought that you give it and the more emotions that you feel around it? Sometimes it's like you want something so bad it hurts. You've wanted it for so long, you have all these reasons why you want it, and the fact that it hasn't come yet, it makes it really quite a painful experience for you. Well, it's that exact type of mentality about the things that we want that actually keep them away from us. Because insistence equals resistance, which means that the more that you insist that it happens right now, that, I'm not going to be happy unless it comes to me right now, the more resistance that you add to it. And resistance is like, pushing something away, essentially. You don't think that you're doing that. You think that you're asking for it in a stronger way, which you are, but you're also not allowing it in a strong enough way for it to come to you. And the opposite of that is the things that you don't really want that much, that you lightly want, but they're not that important to you. Have you noticed that they come to you fairly easily? Well, that's because you're not putting any resistant thoughts about it towards the subject. So if you imagine any subject, let's say that you want to buy a house, and if you don't offer any thoughts about that subject that are negative, that are fearful or doubtful or contradictory to what you want, then that house will manifest really quickly. But if you've been thinking about it for years and years and years, and you've offered all different kinds of thoughts, you're hopeful about it one day, and then for so many other days you're really, really stressed out and worried that it may never come. You almost have to convince yourself that it doesn't really matter if this doesn't manifest. Just that simple statement immediately loses a lot of stress and a lot of resistance. Because as soon as you sort of give up the struggle, then it can come into your experience. But if you are constantly struggling and stressing and trying really, really hard for this thing to come to you, then you're actually offering resistance towards it. So the better thing that you can do is make sure that whatever happens, I'm just going to make sure that whenever I think about this subject, that I'm going to be really casual about it, really easy breezy, really like, you know what, it'll happen or it won't happen, but either way, I'm just going to be content anyway. By having that sort of attitude towards the things that you want, it's so much easier for them to come to you than if you are like, I need this thing to come to me, and where is it? It's been so long and I wish it had already come already, and I'm not complete without it, and everyone else has it, why can't I have it? Like, that kind of stressful vibrations offered toward a subject is what's keeping it away from you. So if there's something important to you, why not just ask yourself, is it possible for me to make this less important to me just for now, and just to sort of let it take a back seat so that it'll actually come to me one day?